Hey folks, this is X again. Going to show you today on how to install RAM onto your motherboard in your PC. Basically, I'm going to do this demonstration on a motherboard that's out of a PC, but in all actuality, it doesn't matter if it's in or out the PC for this installation. As you see, I don't have any tools on the table this time to do this demonstration. What it is that RAM is very simple to install. The basic thing that you really need, if you don't have the diagram to your motherboard, is a magnifying glass like I had in my last demonstration. Basically, you would need the magnifying glass to understand which slot that RAM would actually go into, one of these three slots. Now, out of these three slots are named on this motherboard, especially. It's old, of course, so it would be DIMM 1, DIMM 2, and DIMM 3. So the thing is, you'd have to figure out which one of these slots is DIMM 1 before you install this RAM, because it's important that the RAM goes in specific order. If you don't install it in specific order, it's a possibility that your machine won't work. Alright? You may damage it, or you may not damage it, but it just may not come on. Alright? So make sure that you have the slots correct. Like when you put your RAM in, it has to be started at DIMM 1 all the way up to DIMM 3, or so on, how many slots you have. And always be sure that when you're using your RAM, that you're using basically identical sticks of RAM. Meaning, like on the RAM, you see it has this tag. More likely, on most tags, you can see that it has the specifications on it. Basically, excuse me, spit it out already. But nevertheless, it has the specs on it, stating on how powerful it is, like if it's PC 100 or DDR1, 2, or 3 or whatever. As you see, I'm using an old board, so this is actually PC 100. So you want to make sure that the PC 100 is identical to the other. It doesn't have to be like identical, but it's very good that you have matching RAM, let's just say. But you can use PC 133 in a PC 100 machine and have mixed match RAM, but you have to make sure that you put it in the slots correctly. It has to be in DIMM 1, DIMM 2, DIMM 3, and so on. Underneath the RAM, it has marks in it. You see it has a slot here and a slot here and whatnot. All RAM is different. Like I said, this is PC 100. Nevertheless, you might have a newer machine and these slots will be different on your machine. So don't go by what I'm telling you here. But basically why I'm showing you this is because it's made like that so that you don't install the RAM in the wrong way. Okay? So they put these slots there and break it up so that the RAM is put in the right way, so you don't have it the wrong way, like as though, meaning like this. Alright, when I install it in, you know, we want to make sure it goes in the right way. Now, if you look on the board has it so that you can't make that mistake either. Try to get a good view. I don't think I can, but inside the board, you can already see that there's where the marks are, where the RAM is supposed to sit. Sometimes it's hard to see that inside of a computer when you're working on it for somebody, or you know, it's already inside the case, but these are the signs that you look for before you install your RAM and whatnot. So now, as it stands, I took my magnifying glass earlier, and I already looked at the slots to find out which ones were 1, 2, and 3. Alright, actually this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. Alright, so when I install the RAM on this board, I would want to install it from 1 all the way down. Okay, so basically you line up your RAM correctly and make sure it falls into the slots correctly. Then afterwards you just take your thumbs and you press on the sides, and as I press on the sides, you'll notice that it locks the RAM into position. Okay, so that's how you would install your RAM. I'll give you one more stick and then demonstration's over. Very simple. Make sure that you put your RAM in the right way, meaning like these slots line up with inside the board, because you see it has 2 notches And if you don't line it up correctly, you can actually burn up your machine, or your machine may not even come on. Alright, so now you just take the RAM on the top, make sure it falls into the slots on the side and it's dead center with the slot, and then you just press on it real hard and it pops into position. And I mean it locks on both sides and the RAM is in. Alright folks, so that's my demonstration on how to install RAM. Very simple, like I said. Just follow on my tutorials and I'll show you even more on how to build your machine from scratch, basically, because that's what I like to do. Alright folks, so till the next video.